Hey everybody, this is Kevin at Ken Sewing. Today I want to talk to you about the Janome Sewist 709. Now the 709 is just not your basic ordinary sewing machine. It has quite a few features on it, and it's going to have enough stitches that most people are going to want to use. The 709 is not bombarded with hundreds and hundreds of stitches. It is very basic in the fact that you have 9 total stitches. What we find from a lot of customers is I don't need all the stitches. I just need a straight stitch or a zigzag or a buttonhole built in. This machine covers all the basic stitches and then some that you're going to find on the machine. It will have the top drop-in bobbin. This is nice, just like the top of the line machines have with Janome. You will get the top drop-in bobbin that's real easy to thread. Because it has a top drop-in bobbin, it is going to be a lot smoother running machine, and the likelihood of you having a jam up on thicker materials is going to be drastically reduced. Everything is channeled as far as the threading goes all the way to the needle, and I will have an extra place I can put an extra spool pin, and that comes in handy when I want to sew with a twin needle. There are several sizes of twin needles are available for the 709. Unlike most basic machines, this machine will have the adjustable pressure. There is a place on the side of the machine that I can adjust the amount of force being pressed down onto my presser foot here. So if I'm working with a lighter piece of material, I don't want my material going down into my needle plates, I can reduce that. It will have the extra high lift under the presser foot, so if I'm working with thicker materials like hemming a pair of blue jeans or quilting, I have the ability to get that material underneath the fabric. And as you'll see in our demonstration in just a minute, we'll show you just how thick of materials it can handle sewing through and just how thin materials it can handle sewing through as well. The Sewist 709 will have the removable accessory tray, which exposes my free arm for hemming pants, hemming shirt sleeves. There is a place on the bed of the machine that I can actually put a seam guide. We do have some real big metal seam guides that help keep your fabric straight if you do need to add one of those. The machine will have drop feed. There's a lever right on the back of my free arm here that I can drop my feed dogs for doing free motion embroidery, free motion quilting or stippling, or if I need to darn a hole or something like that. I'm able to do that with this machine. It is very easy to operate. Like we said before, there are 9 stitches built in on the machine. You will have your 4-step buttonhole. You have the straight stitch. I can move my straight stitch over to left position if I want to put in a zipper, put in cording or piping. Comes in real handy for that. I do have the zigzag that I can adjust actually the width on my zigzag. I have a stretch zigzag stitch. I do have the stretch blind hem. Left tack, I have a standard left tack blind hem. I have a right tack blind hem, and then I have a blunt end right tack blind hem. This machine is great for doing all kind of different projects, from garment sewing, just doing simple alterations, putting in buttonholes. You name it, you'll be able to do it with the 709. Because it does have the snap-on, snap-off feet, there are dozens and dozens of presser feet available for this machine that you can get, and Ken Sewing Center carries every accessory, every part that is made for this machine. So let's see just a brief demonstration of how the machine operates and just give you some ideas of what all you can do with this machine. Don't let the low price fool you on the Sewist 709. Ken Sewing Center is one of the largest Janome dealers in the United States. We do get very good pricing on our machines and do not mind passing those savings on to you. The machine will have a larger motor than your standard machine. It will have the quality working components built in. So it's got the power to sew through heavy materials such as, this is standard garment blue jean denim. I'm going to sew through 8 ply of that, and I want you to listen just how smooth the machine operates. We've got the extra high lift under the presser foot, plenty of feed dogs in contact with my fabric to help that fabric feed through smoothly. Got a little razor on the side there, and I've went through 8 ply of denim with no problem at all. Tension system on the machine, Janome does not put finicky tension systems on their machine. You're rarely going to have to adjust your top tension or your bobbin thread tension for that matter. So I'm going to go again and sew through my 8 layers of denim, and then I'm going to sew through some stretchy material to show you that basically I don't have to adjust tension from going to extremely heavy to extremely lightweight. It does have reverse built in for doing my back tack. Got the razor on the side. I went through basically extreme heavy to extreme lightweight, and notice on the stitches there's no puckering there. I will not have to adjust the tensions on the machine. I want to show you some of the controls on the machine. On the front here, if you'll notice, everything has a letter at the top of them. On my stitch selector, I have a letter there. So all I have to do is just match letter to letter. And then if I want to adjust my stitch length, I'll go down here to adjust my stitch length. So it makes it real easy when I want to pull up a stitch, and then when I'm on my zigzag stitch, I can actually adjust that width on it, going into my stretch stitches here and my blind hem. So it makes it very simple and easy to pull up a stitch, adjust that stitch, and then I'm ready to sew. One of the neat features this machine has is a built-in 4-step buttonhole. It is super easy to make a buttonhole on the machine. You can do corded buttonholes with the 709. So just go in and start practicing with that. Once you get your machine, feel free to give us a call should you have any questions on how to use the machine. We can talk you through all kind of things over the phone. As we mentioned earlier, we do have the snap-on, snap-off feet, so I can easily go from one sewing application to another. So just get your threads out of the way. Everything snaps on real nice and easy. And when I'm doing a buttonhole on this machine, if you'll notice on the foot that comes with, I have these red markings. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my fabric up here, and I'm going to just get me just a evaporating pen just so I can measure off. And let's just say for demonstration's sake, this is the size of the button that I'm going to work with. So I want to get me a starting point, and I want to get an ending point, and that will wash out first time I do my laundry. Janome makes it real easy about doing a buttonhole on the machine. This particular machine will have the 4-step buttonhole. All I have to do is just follow 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside the machine is calibrated to do my left hand side of the buttonhole, bar tack it, do the right hand side, and then bar tack the top. All I have to do is just know what step I'm on. The foot will have the red markings and the arrow to know me where to begin. I've marked off my buttonhole here, the size that I want to do. I want to get my stitch length as close to 0 as possible because I want a really full and thick buttonhole. So let's get started and see what happens. Going down the right hand side of the buttonhole, I'm just watching my mark till I get to the arrow. I'll do step 2, do a bar tack. Step 3 is back up the right hand side of the buttonhole. I've got clear visibility in the middle so I can see the machine stitching, and I know when I get to the top that I have markings on the presser foot itself, and then I'll do stitch 4 to back tack it off. I'll just take it out, and then I've done 4-step buttonhole. Ken Sewing Center has been an authorized Janome dealer for the past 48 years. We offer free lessons for life on any machine you purchase from us. You get toll-free customer support with every machine that you purchase from us for the life that you own the machine. So never hesitate to give us a call. We carry all parts and accessories for the machine. So feel free, give us a call today or drop us an email and let us know if we can help you with this or any other Janome machine.